Salutations and love. Once again, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. And greetings, blessings, salutations, and love once again. Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. What is going on with this outline today, man? Well, that's not what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to have to get used to this. And brothers and sisters, welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. Thank you again to all of you who become a part of today's adventures. Blessings to you all. I'll figure out things, and things are coming together. Today, I'm filled with ideas, once again, filled with inspirations to share this topic, respecting what grows, finding potential, and then on top of that, the thumbnail, the Talcott Tuesday. This thought occurred to me earlier today, and there's a lot behind these words. We're going to unpack this a little bit. Respect the ignorant. What wisdom is in that? Well, let's think that thought through. Respect and ignorance, they're always present with people, in you, in me, around. Respect and ignorance are always present. So choose what you share. Pay attention to what you reflect. We don't want to reflect to the ignorant disrespect, right? We don't want to withhold respect because someone doesn't understand something, because someone doesn't quite know something a particular way. These observations, there's on so many levels in society today. That is true. People are judged by what they're not, what they don't know. And it's biblical and it all makes sense. There's a perfect order to everything. And if you can rest in that perfect order, the perfection of time, the here and now, aligning your breath and your mind and your heartbeats into this present moment of being with your body. To rest in who you are. Some of the thoughts I was considering earlier is, and if you consider these thoughts, it makes sense. Only those who are willing to stop thinking can find the simplest paths through life. The human mind is designed to protect itself, right? It's auto-functioning. It's fucking brilliant how we're designed. But if you don't understand your mind and your heart, you'll be disconnected from the truth and reality. You'll live in this broken despair feeling where the world's weighing you down and it's hard just to get through the day, man. Fucking time sucks when you're not feeling good. I don't know that from experience, man. Excuse my language, please. Every day I intend to become better. And, you know, there's no reason for me to be profane. I realize that. I'm focused on growing and improving myself. Why? Because this world deserves the best. Greetings to all of you. Thank you to everyone who's stopping in, who's stopping through. I sure do appreciate all of you. This adventure, man, this is the key to our world becoming better. It's got to be better human beings. Human beings are both the problem and the solution, right? Because within us all, there's some respect and ignorance. And it's real easy for children to grow up and to become pretty prideful in what they think, what they've learned. But it's not wise. It's not wise to become prideful and rude and insulting towards other human beings. So if you're willing to stop thinking so hard, stop overthinking, stop doubting everyone, you can rest and relax and just be with you and the perfection of time that you are right here and now. Because it's always here and now. It's never been any other time. It's always been here. It's always been now. Wherever you've been, that's the way it's been. It's just the way it works, right? It's fucking amazing how everything works. These bodies, man, these bodies feel so good when you take care of them. I did not know that when I was younger. I thought like proper nutrition and exercise and all that, I thought that was a chore, man. I didn't understand the rewards to actually being wise. I mean, how stupid can people be, man? Well, this is today. We've got a guest in the back, and I'm not sure. Should I bring you up? Should I just keep flowing?
Whatever you want, man.
Hey, welcome to you. How are you, my brother?
I think today's going to be a great day. Well, it already has been, so it's going to continue to be great. Is my volume okay?
It sounds good here today. Yesterday's volume, it was poor. There was
Yeah,
something
I don't
wrong with
change
it
anything, so
yesterday.
I don't know what happens. But okay, as long as we're good, we're good. You can keep flowing. I'm going to be here supporting the flow.
That's what, okay, thank you. I actually like this. Something happened in the StreamYard today. I don't know what changed, but the full stream wasn't the full stream. And the background, I didn't like the background, the appearance today. So thank you for joining up.
Sure
Um,
thing.
Today, dude, I seriously, as a man, I went through a number of breakthroughs, emotional breakthroughs within myself, looking at life and the world. I experienced a lot of emotions today, man. Friggin' tears. Oh, just tons of tears and stuff coming out. My nose was running, like sniffling like a little kid, man. It was so cute.
That sounds very cute. Nose sniffling.
Well, here's where this idea of respect the ignorant. I had to admit something pretty shameful to myself today. I yelled at children. What kind of man yells at a child? That's just, and I thought I had the right intentions. I know I did, but I was raised wrong, man. Many of us were raised wrong. So we got to learn from the past, not carry it around. But that idea, I said I disrespected the innocence of the children, but that is and is not true. I felt like I was protecting the innocence of the child, but I disrespected them because they didn't know. And that's how adults are too, man. Behind every adult is a child's mind. That's all it is. Everyone has the mind of a child. It's just at different stages of development. And this is kind of where the idea for the topic today of respecting what grows and finding potential, where that comes in. Because part of the intentions of this live stream is to raise the standards, so to say. Well, for Jack to be a better version of Jack, I've got to raise the standards of what I will and will not accept, right? That's what it comes down to. So The goal is to raise the standards of me, to raise the standard of this, the live streams. Um, no guests have been invited yet, but Modern Men Lost Again, Landry, it's no secret, right? We're trying out working together. So we're seeing how this works. Personally, I love and appreciate the support and everything that you are already.
Well, I
Um,
appreciate you. It's good to hear.
Thank you. But yeah, I assume that's what you meant by that question, old Joe. We didn't drop the link yet. We haven't opened it up yet. But it will happen. It will happen in a new way, and that actually gets me to the point. Some of the conversations about a better Jack is a better presentation of Jack, which is the daily live streams and what this means and how we spend our time. So I'm committed more to a consistent time and a consistent schedule, at least for the near future. Things are always subject to change, but not working alone, there's a shift to the dynamic, and we're going to respect that. So, doing so, I think between the two of us, we're making a commitment for the schedule. The And that's easy to do. These schedules, man, that's something I was thinking about earlier. How we allow our schedules to tie us down, right? To create such limits on our joy, on our freedom. And it's all a made up thing, right? This is something I had to realize for myself. A lot of the rules I carried around pretty strongly. There was a time to let things go, right? Just allow things to be, respecting what grows, finding potential, and respecting the ignorant. Admittedly, some of the folks I've had on the yesterday stream, the previous streams, we had people having fun, certainly, but having fun at the cost of disruption, like little children entertaining themselves with juvenile behavior. And that's fine for the time, but it's time for different. And seeing what I was doing, I was yelling, getting upset at in my head what I was doing when I was getting upset with the children and the childish behavior, as I was disrespecting the ignorant. So that brings me to another question, kind of tied to respecting what grows and finding potential, and some of my emotional breakthroughs today. Um, what does it mean to be given a chance? And what are we giving a chance for? I like to be one who is willing to give others a chance to be better than they were before. And I don't expect it, but I sure do. I support the opportunity. I'm willing to create an opportunity and support those who want to become better. So the intention is, when I do drop the link, the intention is for it to be positive and productive. We're going to value the time that we're sharing together, and it's not going to be entertaining a bunch of nonsense, not like before. The rules are pretty simple, I think, right?
I think so, but so do we want to lay out a template? Do you think we should do one strike? You think we should? I don't know, because like I said, we should make it clear so that nobody can be claiming to be misunderstanding.
Yeah. Three strikes is too many, in my opinion, Talcott Shorts.
Maybe two. Is two a good
One,
middle ground? Or one's good? Okay, one. We'll go
you
one.
know, I mean here. there's no expectation of perfection. And then what does it mean, right? Because the ego mind, the legal mind, will want to argue and create a defense against everything.
Sure.
So what is what? What is, you know, there will be limited tolerance.
Yeah. How do you feel about a one warning, one strike? You know what I mean?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful. Sure. Okay. So
Yeah.
that way it's like you know what it's you know what we're not feeling, or you know what Jack's
Yes.
like not into, and then it's specified, and that way it's always known. Cool.
You know what? This is amazing because with your help, you're reminding me of things regarding workers' rights, things I had learned. I think it was called the Douglas factors. I might be mistaken. It's been a long time, but there's processes of law. And to its help to articulate and define, it would help articulate and define fairness and justice. So, why did I bring that up? Oh, is there a rule? Yes, right. There are rules to polite conversations. They're generally well known, right? They're generally well understood. So, yes, there are rules to civility, spending time here on this panel. And by this reminder, there is clearly awareness. Now we can confirm as people join, do they or do they not understand there are rules to their attendance? Maybe that is the path. See, I've just got to start using what I know, dude. Using what I know in a little better way. I
And
didn't.
don't take any of the hate too personally today, because people are going to try to fight you, because you're taking control. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to take over control. That's what all that it will be. You're going to see a lot of people. Oh, this is horrible. Now this is the death of your channel. But what that is that's people getting upset and throwing a temper tantrum because they don't get to control what you're doing anymore. Same thing that Paul said yesterday. They could start their own broadcast if this is boring. You know what I mean? If it was truly boring enough to not care, maybe that'd be a problem. But they still care. You know what I mean? So.
Dude, this is not going to be boring now, dude. This is going to be so friggin' value packed. I am telling you, there is so much fun to be discovered when we cooperate, when we enjoy each other's company, man. That's what life is about. These were some of the discoveries I made, reminders I found earlier today, man. I want to encourage everyone, anyone listening here and now, whether it's present or later, if you hear these words, please pause and breathe and appreciate the gift of life that we are sharing today, right? It's a mystery that continues to develop, continues to grow more and more. And it's such a glorious adventure. Life is a glorious adventure because of you, right? Whoever and all of you. This world doesn't want us to realize the world, the way it's designed, the way the perfect order is. It's so beautiful. Love wins. That's the conclusion, all right? It's up to each of us to decide what are we willing to grow in this world. Do we want to grow in more ignorance? Do we want to grow in more bitterness? Oh, I friggin' love it. This is hilarious. And yes, this is what I know. Thank you. Always the right to change the conditions. And the thing is, we have an opportunity for someone to shine, right? Someone to really present themselves in a beautiful new way, showing that, you know what, given a second chance, that's the right thing to do, man. Given another chance, that's the right thing to do. Will you help us shine?
Oh, this will be good. I got my buttons
No, actually,
ready.
Jack, I feel has something he wants to address the audience. We talked privately about this with the NPC optics of what happened. Do you not want to address the audience? No, you said you probably should. of what happened with NPC yesterday on your podcast?
I believe he did that post-broadcast on
No,
NPC
no,
show.
you're Cupcake trying to defend. Now, your new
All right,
co-host
that's
here is your
one warning.
Cupcake, Jack. I don't give a fuck about you.
That's out. One warning, one strike. Great. And as long as you stand your ground, Jack, and for at least the remainder of this stream, he's not coming back. You know what I mean? And that's you
He's
taking
gone.
control. You got to live like a lion.
It
These
is
people
happening.
are all living
Yes,
like frogs or something, bugs almost, like someone likes to say.
it is. It's he knows better. We have a couple more guests that I really do. I hope for better. I know that this is already better. So welcome back, Hank. How are you today, my friend?
Doing pretty good. I seen Marmon lost again a few times, but this is the first time we've been on panel together.
Yeah, it's good to meet you.
Yep.
Yeah. He's joining me as the actual invited co-host, not just a self-proclaimed one. So it's been a wonderful the last few days have been incredible for me. Seriously, brothers and sisters, those who tune in to Jack and tune in because you enjoy me and you like hearing my adventure, my stories, my success, there's great news coming. Seriously. This today is a part of it, raising the standards of what we're going to entertain here during the live streams. Because this is a special opportunity. Earlier today, another breakthrough I realized. I think I underestimated in my past, maybe today still, I think I underestimated how much I was actually loved and admired my whole life. Even as a child, I think I was, and I think I didn't allow myself to feel it. I felt a lot of feelings of unworthiness for much of my life, and it brought on a lot of despair, right? And that's what the world is filled with. Men and women, right? The world today is filled with children. Minds of children grew up into being these bitter and afraid, angry men and women. And really, the only thing the world needs is a chance to be better. Are we willing to change? Are we willing to become the generation that changes? I believe that we are. I believe we are that change that the natural order of life has brought forth for us to become. We are the change. We are the light that has been sent into the darkness, and we are here not to feel defeated by the darkness of doubts and ignorance. No, man. We're here to unite with each other with joy, celebrating our differences, right? Capturing the talents of each other, nurturing growth, respecting what grows, finding the potential that's within each of us, because that's what's been looked is the divine potential. That's the mystery of life, and that's what people overlook. See, even the reason this idea came up of being able to see the divine potential, finding the potential, that is actually why I have been willing to give Snafu and Tommy and even Paul such respect. Other people can see why others don't do anything with them, right? Why they're avoided. I can see the value in a lot of things, but dude, Margot Files could be fun. That could be a very fun and entertaining series. I'm telling you, this life I'm living is an amazing adventure. And folks, we are that. We are that amazing adventure that life is living through us. Some of the other notes I wrote down today, something that's pretty simple and obvious, how violence is not the way. We do not need to live in such a violent and oppressive, lack-based, fear-based society. We don't have to live that way. We can overcome the violence through uniting with a common understanding. Love is the way. What do you guys think? Any thoughts? Any feelings? Ideas?
Go ahead, Hank.
Yes. So I say, yeah, you believe we can do it. I believe it's possible to do it, but the likeliness, I just have a backup plan just in case we aren't able to unite. It's called like the two-state solution. We'll do our people we can unite, people who can be productive. We'll work together, and other people can go somewhere else that they can fight each other, and eventually they'll rule over them. Eventually, the meek will raise up. Eventually, they'll keep fighting each other. They'll circle the squad, and then it just we'll just evolve our way to it, rather than we just hope God will just put a miracle and just make everyone do it. It will work our way either way, so we don't have to. We don't have to wait for a miracle because we know it's just eventually there's a trend. There's a trend where everything's get peaceful.
I'm not sure if I followed all of that. You might be overthinking it, or maybe I didn't fully understand it.
I didn't follow it either, to be fair.
Let me go. Let me try again. We're trending towards peace. So even if we don't get a miracle, all we need to do is stay around the peaceful people and tell the non-peaceful people to go away. It's that simple.
I got what you're saying. There's a natural trend towards this goal of peace. I believe we are that. But I also think we have everything we need to end the insanity of battles. It's destructive. It's self-destructive. It's literally the punishment for judgment and unforgiveness. There's nothing that good that comes from this a violent and state-sponsored oppression. This is not good enough, my brothers and sisters. What's going on in this world is not good enough. It's time for us to raise the standards. And it is happening. It is happening. People are becoming more aware of more things, but I don't think the majority knows the answer. They don't think it's possible. I know that it's impossible for humanity to continue the path that we're on of self-destruction. The inevitable is the insane will die off, kill themselves off, and the wise and united will somehow prevail. I just think we just change the way that we live together. It's simple as that. We don't have to compete for everything. We can have a society that is like, it's all mutually beneficial. We don't go to slave jobs so some rich investor can get rich, right? While we're just making it, paying the bills, gosh, a slave to the mortgage and the routine. We live in legalized insanity. And brothers and sisters, there has got to be a way for someone like me to get the attention of men and women in Congress, or the president, or Netanyahu. That dude needs what's happening there in Israel. Holy cows, man. It's absolutely insane.
Mm, I don't want to be involved in Ted Kaczynski nonsense. Not all attention is worth it. If we just get the right people, we can do it slower. We can actually have change that lasts rather than a flash in the pan.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. We've got another guest who's been in the back for a little bit. I haven't had high hopes, but I'm not sure where they tuned in. So
Do you
I'll
see
just read.
the? Can you pull it up before you bring them in, so I can put their names in?
What do you mean?
The
The
two striker,
banner.
in case they don't know about it yet.
Oh, this.
Yes, sir. Who's coming in?
It's hard to see.
I can zoom
Uh,
in.
I've got JG coming in.
Ooh,
All right.
I need to get something like that.
Beautiful. I love this. Thank you. It's an active reminder. JG, we're going to bring you up. The rules are very simple, right? Common rules of civility and polite conversation. That's all we ask. And I got motorcycles in the back. Sorry for the interruption. There will be very limited tolerance of nonsense. All right. So welcome back, JG. How are you today?
Just got out of jail.
How are you feeling?
Good. The bond was only $5. I beat up a local Santa Cruz terrorist Jew. The cops were psyched. They're like, "Thanks for doing that. $5 bond."
Sounds like a, I don't know what that was.
I don't
What do you
believe
mean?
it whatsoever. If they really like the thing, they would just let him out for free. It's BS.
He's one of these juvenile. He's one of these grown mind of a child, right? He's got a childish mind. He thinks he's funny and juvenile. He's been one of the people enabled by our friend Tommy, right? And they have had a lot of fun times making up stories about Jack. So the
I think,
district, go ahead.
yeah, I think the comparison's insulting the children because they would never do something as
It's a good point.
rank as that. Children wouldn't come up with this nonsense. So I think I think that comparison is offensive to children.
Well, it is. It's an underdeveloped mind. It's a mind that has refused to accept its behavior. These people have literally driven themselves nuts, and they're probably around other insane people who enable their behavior, right? Because they feel that's their purpose, is to help support someone strong like this. And it's kind of crazy how it all works. People are so predictable. They really are. That's why there's a billionaire class and a very hardworking, limited educated working class, right? The poor people are too busy to learn. They ain't got time for that. They got to earn a living. Meanwhile, they're not thinking about what the rest of the world is accomplishing very easily just by the right tools, the right ideas, different knowledge.
Knowledge is good. It's important to share knowledge, and it's important to be open to knowledge and to be, aware of these things and to learn and to be like, you want to have the mind of a child. You teach children things and they learn, and you talk to them and they say, well, it's like every single thing you say, they absorb it with wonder. You know what I mean? Obviously, you could, fool children pretty easily, but hopefully you're not somebody who would do that. But you want to be able to keep that up for the rest of your life. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people get to that point where they just become who they are and what they are, and that's it. You don't want to be like that. You want to always be a sponge.
Well, yes. And something I've been learning maybe the hard way too, getting past our own patterns of judgment, being able to listen. Even, the wise must listen in order to fully understand what a fool is trying to say, right? You got to actually listen to understand someone. And if you get down to it, most people are pretty good people. They really are.
Yes. Especially in real life. I'm not sure if you've noticed
Yeah,
that. If you go out in the real world and get off the internet and you drop something in the store or something like that, somebody's gonna pick it up for you 90% of the time. You know what I mean? It's just we show our worst selves here on the internet, and it's sad.
it is. And that's a great segue and self-promotion. That's what I intend to change, right? That's what we are helping to change with this live stream. The purpose is to help humanity look a little better. We're going to work on improvement and growing in what works, finding the potential that's within everything and everyone.
It's a
That
very
is the
powerful
game.
tool.
That tool. That's the game I tend to play, is I wonder. I don't worry, and I'm spending, not trying. I'm doing. I'm spending less time trying to figure things out, because the way our minds work, the answer arises from within. It's without effort. The effort is just to show that we work hard, right? So the ego feels good. The simplest life can be found only by those who are willing to stop thinking.
I don't understand it all.
You do. But the doubts have maybe been comfortable. Intellectually, it doesn't make sense. Experientially, you do know. You feel the most comfortable when you're not thinking about things. That's maybe you don't. Okay.
It's not me at all.
All right. At peace. When we're at peace, just with the moment, or lost in the moment, like when you're doing your craft, you're doing whatever you're doing, and you're not even thinking, you're just doing it, and it's without thought, it's without effort, it's just present, and you're seeing yourself, you're seeing things getting done through you. That's what the art of living is see life being done through you, without effort, but truly with a heart filled with desire for more.
Yes, I guess our experiences are just very different. But my flow states is when I'm putting everything on the table, putting it all in. I feel pain, but I ignore it and I just keep on going. That's where my flow state is. Not it's not really automatic. It's just well rehearsed and well executed. It's very different than I'm just there at a movie kind of thing.
I know there's probably different answers for different aspects, but you hold yourself to pretty high standards. That would be my suspicion, is that you do.
Yes.
You hold yourself to high standards. Yes. And then there was a contradiction with that, though. I recognized something in you. That's what it was. And that's why I was asking. And where was that thought going, Jack? Sorry. The high standards we hold for ourselves. Oh, and then we'll actually put ourselves in a place of lower value, we'll diminish our worth. And then meaning we'll hold ourselves back from greater than we were before. I've done this, and I suspect there's some ring of truth with you, Hank. The high standards with yourself, plus watching yourself, holding yourself back in something, that will bring up more guilt, and it'll make it harder to feel comfortable, harder to be at peace. But really, being you, there were challenges for sure. Your life is definitely different than mine. No question there. But there's an aspect of you that it takes no effort for you to be, right? You do, and you be you, and it's just easy and natural. And that's who you are. That doesn't take thought. Does that make sense?
No.
Intellectually?
No.
No. All right.
It's okay. You
Yeah,
can always
absolutely.
reflect and come back later, and maybe it'll be a different day and a new understanding. It's all good. All
It's
good.
all
I think
coming together.
we all understand different things different ways. I do agree with that, but I do think that there is some universal truth to what you're saying. So I think you're both making sense in different
Thank
ways.
you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
we have another guest who showed up as well. King Stephen is in the back.
All right. Well,
And
hold on. Let me.
well, I actually have high hopes. I have no expectations, but I do recognize there's potential. There's been growth as well. So today will be easy and it'll be fun. But so I'm not sure where Stephen joined in. The simple ask is, let's be
He
polite
knows.
and
I think that
respectful.
Steven probably listens from the very 000 of you
Mhm.
streaming 100% of the time. So
Oh
I'm sure
yeah,
he knows.
he's Jack Talcott's biggest fan. He's a bigger fan than I am. I had to be honest.
Thank you.
He
Thank you.
he
Well,
has an alarm set.
let me not keep him in the back then, please. Certainly. Welcome back, King Stephen. How are you today?
Hello. I'm finally on the show. I almost fell asleep backstage. I was waiting to get on, man. Oh,
Thank you for your
it's good to
patience.
be back. I saw the episode yesterday with your mom calling in. I couldn't believe it. Your mom was kind of critical of you. She was a little bit negative about your life or whatever, but that was interesting content. I think it was. And thank you, Hank, for saying I'm the best guest ever and that I like Jack's show. I
No,
do enjoy being here.
no, I said you were the biggest fan ever. I didn't say you were the
Oh,
best guest ever.
I thought you said I was the best guest ever.
No, I said you're the biggest fan of Jack Talcott. You watch
Oh,
literally all his
Yeah, Hank,
shows.
don't
no,
give him the time of day. He knows what he
I,
said. He's
I'm a
just
big
trolling.
fan of you, Hank Oflamio. I'm a Hank fan. I like the black and red. It looks
Thank you.
snazzy. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? The topic is respecting what grows. I see the title, and I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to try my best to be respectful. No Mother Talcott today. I don't see her around anywhere in the back.
So, out of curiosity, I gotta ask you, where is the respect going to extend to? Is it going to extend throughout the remainder of the day, week, or is it just going to be this short period and then afterward going to be totally revoked so you can have your little King Stephen playtime?
Well,
Just a
let's
question.
take it 1 minute and 1 day at a
Well,
time here.
that was a non-answer, so I think we have
I
our
don't
answer. So,
I don't know. Well, if I get kicked off the show, maybe I will record this. That's how I do things. If I get kicked off, I usually have a response. If I can't respond here, I have my platform to respond. That's what it's about. But if I'm respected here, then everything goes smoothly. That's how it goes.
oh, okay. So
I have a
you must
voice on the
bend
internet.
to
I
the
have a
will.
platform.
Yes.
Hank knows that. He's been
Yes.
on my show. Hank's been a guest.
And please, no requirement of future commitments. I get it. The past has been what it is, and we'll watch for patterns. That's pretty simple and obvious. because the choice
Jack,
today. Go ahead.
sorry.
Please.
It's
No.
well, the Mr. Rogers song comes to mind. I grew up watching that show, and it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And he was very positive. He took it one day at a time. He tried to instruct children to stay positive and not hold on to the past and grudges and regrets. And I don't hold on to grudges against Hank or anybody here. Modern Men was leaving very nasty comments on my channel recently the other day.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead
And
and pull those up. No, let's pull up what a nasty comment is in your mind. I would love to see it.
they're
Because I
erased.
think I said
They're
two
gone.
very polite. Oh, they're erased. Okay, well I can
They're
tell you
think
erased.
the digit
they're-
Oh
of it.
I
no!
think
Did you
I
take a
think
screenshot?
what no, I think one of my mods erased them.
Oh yeah, of
I
course,
can't
of
remember
course.
which mod, but somebody said there was a cockroach on my channel, and I think it was you. But
Very kind and respectful. So this is what you gotta learn from
they
the
were
thing. Because you
nasty
also
comments. They were
Jack,
insulting
hey,
and
can you mute him
negative.
for a second, Jack? Just for a
Yeah.
second.
No.
Just give me
Yeah.
one. Just one. Sorry, I didn't join from the right account. I would mute him if I could, but I got to set that up tomorrow. What I'm hearing here is somebody who is, because like I said, I did leave 2 comments. What I said was that it was shocking that you cannot comment on a live stream of King Stephen unless you've been a subscriber for 7 days. And I said that because it is something I've never seen before. I didn't know it was a feature. And then he responded and said, "Oh, why are you nice on Jack's show and rude in my channel?" I said, "I don't think that this comment is rude." And then that was all that I said.
No, it
So
isn't. That's incorrect.
that
You
is
didn't
well,
say
he
just
deleted the
you said
comment, so
let me
he-
yeah, but I somebody has a screenshot in my
then go ahead and
private
show
chat.
him then.
But
Go ahead and bring him on and show him. You can prove me
can I
wrong right
address
now.
this for a second?
Or you can
When it's
you're
finished.
claiming that I'm lying, so you can either prove it if you have the receipts, or you can continue to just kind of play games.
Let me respond.
Mhm.
He didn't just say that about waiting for the live stream. He said, "Should I praise you in the meantime? What should I do?" Something like that. He didn't just come on my channel with respect. He came with disrespect, and he was nasty. That's the
Nasty.
reason that yes, nasty. You were nasty. You
So
don't have
I don't
hearing
think you know
trouble, do
what that
you?
means.
You were
I don't know
nasty. Yeah,
okay,
you were
so you can
nasty.
repeat yourself, or you can say a new thought and idea. I think
Well,
we all have
listen to me as I'm saying
Hey,
it, so
can
you
you go ahead and mute
understand.
him one more time, Jack? Sorry. I mean, this isn't respectful, what I'm getting at here.
Mute
This
him.
is repetitive and you know what I mean? Like, and this is what I'm saying, dude. I feel 100% confident in the fact that if people want me gone and it's like a genuine overall majority, vote me off. I don't care. I'm not here to control anything. What I will stand for is in this circumstance, right? With this person coming on trying to communicate with me, trying to engage in conversation, it must be fair. It must be genuine. But if it's a repetitive, nasty, that is childlike. That is what people do not want to see. And you gave him a chance. And I mean, I'm sitting here and I'm willing to have a polite back and forth. And that's not what I felt like I received. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. And I will accept responsibility. I shouldn't have allowed it so long. So
It's all
thank
good.
you for your patience, your willingness, right? Thank you for that. I see it. And Stephen, dude, you failed again, buddy. Go have
Yes,
a good evening.
yes. I
Well,
had
have
to
fun
add.
tonight.
He claims to be a king and has all this wealth, and he doesn't have a screenshot program in his browser. I, on the other hand, have a screenshot of all the nasty stuff you said backstage, and I can prove it was you that said it. Just
It's
so
just, I mean, it's sad because he's got nothing to work with. Because I said nothing that was close to nasty. You know what? When you spend 2 hours talking about somebody who you treat like you respect them in a live stream like here on the Jack Show, and then you spend, I don't even know, sometimes 5, 6 hours just restreaming and just like breathing in the microphone, like, "Stop. James." And you call me nasty. You're just like, you're a joke. You know what I mean? Sorry, but we'll see it tonight, I'm sure. Part
It's
200.
Well, the future will reveal himself. He will show his character and he'll air his opinions. But this is what we've got to recognize. Respect what grows. We are not going to grow and enable this childish, foolish behavior. There's been enough of that in the world, right? I am about destroying unhealthy egos. And miserable egos, they grow up, oh, a child that's been unloved, that feels unloved. Oh, it's such a dangerous beast. It really is. And people don't realize how much pain they cause, how much confusion people suffer from the amount of lies that some of these people spread. I know I could actually be helping a lot of people if I wasn't
You
wasting
will.
my time. What's that?
You will be helping a lot of people. This is
Thank
like
you.
I said, this is the week you take control. Remember, what is today? August 5th.
Tuesday. Yeah, August 5th. And he already
Remember
has
it
been helping
forever.
a lot of people. He already has been.
True.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure if it's supposed to be on the DL, but September will be a big month for Mr. J. Talcott.
We've got some amazing things coming up, man. I am so excited for the future. And thank you. Thank you, Hank, for that reminder. Admittedly, this is one of the breakthroughs I had today. I processed a lot of emotions, man. Tons of tears flowed on my face today, man. It was beautiful. It was healthy. I had to accept that I was loved and admired, not just in the past, but in the present day. And I know that there's many who do feel that way. And I know that I am a reflection of you, right? I'm just an average, everyday Joe who's dumb enough to put himself online. But I figure, why not, man? Why not? Oh, man. Art Bowl, blessings to you. Paying attention to chat. That's what I can do a lot better job of, couldn't I?
You just got a really good comment from Sammy Sonite. I think that's what it said.
Saw night,
But
yeah.
it's a good one.
That
Not that
one?
one. No. Are you not at the bottom?
I thought
Oh,
I was
I'm not at the bottom. My bad. It was a big one. There it is. Yeah.
that one. Jack is patient with Stephen, Tommy, Snafu, countless others. In fact, he still tolerates and accepts and tries to work on personal betterment with them. Just shows how great Jack is. Thank you, sincerely. You see it. Thank you, sincerely. This
Yeah,
life we're sharing.
sometimes it
Please.
becomes, like an ex-girlfriend. You know what I mean?
This life we are sharing, even the ex-girlfriends, the ex-whatevers, they're all a part of who we are. Every one of us is a unique collection. We're each a story. This is another thing I wrote down. How unhurried time. Okay. The story. Let me get to the story. Experience a story, right? We are a story that is being experienced. And through experiencing the stories of other people, we learn different things. I realized my experience online has been another example of me getting introduced to people that are totally different than me, right? Different ways of thinking, different values, different ideas. I've been learning a lot, man. I've been paying close attention. And I feel super excited about what our future's bringing. But here's what I realized. When you conceptually and complete in your being, when you know that love wins, you just know it and you accept that and you walk with that knowing that love wins. You realize all there is or ever was perfection. Perfection always was. Perfection is. Perfection is the only thing that will ever be. Because we're all made in the image, the reflection of perfection. That's what we reflect. Every one of us individually, we make up the tapestry. and the biology, the chemistry, the consciousness. We make up this animation of life. We are divine creatures, right? If we overcome the creature and the beast of habit, you can break your habit of thinking everything through and just be present. Be present with the moment that you live here and now, with your breath and your feelings and all the everything. You be present and you follow your heart's desire through the day, moment by moment, without overthinking, just choosing and doing. Choosing and doing that which is just and righteous. If you do that every day, man, you live with justice and righteousness, right? Growth and love in your mindset, you win. There's no other way to lose. I mean, there's no way to lose if you're following that path for yourself. The way to happiness and joy and peace and freedom, it's to love. Fall in love with love. Seriously, don't deny yourself love. Celebrate love. Rejoice in love. Nurture love and share love. Wouldn't that be divine if the whole world did that?
Well, yeah.
Here's the paradox of Jack, right? The different notes I wrote down about, the divine and be with faith and experience a story outside of a story. Violence is not the way, and be a traitor to empire. Become a traitor to the empire, or you choose to be a supporter of genocide. That's the choice of today here in America, 2025. You can align with the oppressor and support the genocide of innocent men, women, and children elsewhere, or you can be viewed as a traitor to the empire. I choose clearly. I choose on the side of righteousness, on the side of justice, on the side of fairness, on the side of truth. I do miss the fireplace, man. I miss that house. That house had history, man. Fireplace was an icon. It was perfect. Had me centered in there, just like the Social Security card. One of the other guys did the video. Who was that? That was I know the name. They did a video about me. It was amazing. The fireplace and me. That's right. Fire inside him, man. That's the truth. So there's a reason. The reason I brought up a number of these things. Ideally, the thumbnail, respect the ignorant. Because what we give attention to, that is what's going to grow in this world. It's easy to find people around you who are doing the wrong thing. It's real easy to find those. They're everywhere. Maybe look in the mirror and see what you're doing wrong. You might be surprised what you find if you look honestly. Because if you look at the state of the world, the evidence is clear. We could all be doing more. There's lots of problems and suffering that we could unite to overcome. And united, that's the only way it's going to happen. So we get to choose what we grow in this world. So the idea is give people a chance, give people the support to be better. I feel that we can do that, especially if we work as a team. We can help anyone do anything, really. That's the whole idea of propaganda and peer pressure, man. The shit works. So let's use it to bring healing and health and joy. We have a couple of returning guests in the back. Now here is where, again, today is new. Today is new. So what direction is the best path? I'm open to input.
Who is it?
We've got JG as American Hero, and Snafu Snaps have returned.
I think you stick with it. I think you or I mean, if you really want to, here's what is true. You have given them one chance and they failed, but you did take it out pretty quickly. So you could do that again. You could just make it very quick if they go off rails. Because from what I can tell in the private chat, he's blowing up. So I think Snafu is going to be a pretty predictably quick boot. But maybe do it if you want. But it's up to you. This is your life, and I think you're doing good because at least we're not just I mean, because if you didn't do it so quickly, I think it very easily could have been growing and growing and growing like a sickness, and then what would be happening right now? You would be doing the
right.
I think I'm gonna shut it down. You know what I mean?
I know. That's exactly it. Holy cows, man.
I don't remember what JG did. What did he say that was bad? I don't remember.
He
go.
He likes to pick these arguments that don't really exist. So there's a reason he's here. He's not a bad young man. I know we can do better. JG, welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
Okay. So are we good now? Are we done with the battles?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you. Your audio is rough, just so you're aware. But I'm glad you're here. Now, I won't make Snafu wait unless you've got something you want to bring up.
Should I put him back on the board?
I'm going to give him a try. I'll give him a shot, but my patience, it's not going to allow much. Welcome back.
I kind of wanted to talk to the new producer here, Jack. And for all you folks watching, the producer here, Mr. Modern, as you could see, I'm going to call you Timo OTW right now because I see what you're doing and I see what you said and I saw that little smile
I'm
on
not
your
sure
face.
who OTW is. I think
Yeah,
I
I
talked to him
know,
once last night.
You just like you're not sure about Jack and cleaning up his thing and maybe marketing and producing. We're pulling your background check to see exactly who and what you are, Mr. Modern
Great.
Man Lostigan. And that's public
Fantastic.
record, so don't be afraid. Jack, I want to ask
Can you mute him
you.
real quick?
No,
Just
Jack,
mute him
I'm
real
talking
quick.
to you
No,
for
mute
a
him real
minute,
quick.
Jack. I'm talking to you.
Give me
Jack.
10 seconds to. Okay, that's what I'm saying here. That is called steamrolling. You know what I mean? That is when somebody is like, they just try to barrel through somebody without a single chance because they're so afraid to hear a response to what they're saying because they know that the other person's not being rational, right? I mean,
No,
maybe
this
not rational.
newbie Jack has me concerned. I want the best for Jack, so I'm just gonna look into this newbie as Jack, because Jack likes.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's
Jack
just
likes
like
to come.
you can't permit mute. It doesn't let you permit
Jack likes.
No, you guys put him out backstage. So
Okay, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's just such a disrespectful way to communicate. Yeah, and run my background check, dude. Like, and that's also another thing. What kind of human being does that? Like, it's just such a strange thing to do to somebody who's on a broadcast like this. Like, it's a reflection of someone's inner self because clearly they have this idea that everyone else is like them and has, skeletons in their closet that they can go dig up and find because that's just it's projection, just like a lot of this stuff is. And I'll shut up, but I say he's done for the day. Just my thoughts. Anyone
Yes.
you can disagree.
So
Bill Gates will get him
I want
soon.
to tell you something funny about Officer Snaps. So he does the steamboat thing, but when I have him on my show, I can really run him. He's easy to run out of steam. He doesn't have a lot of power, energy behind that steamroll. So he only goes with like 6 minutes tops. Then he has to play nice. He doesn't have anything else, or he just leaves. So he does not. So if you get him on your show, he's not going to be like this for all that long.
Yeah. JG, were you jumping in with something?
Yeah, I just said Bill Gates will get snafu soon.
Your audio sucks. Sorry, man. Welcome,
That can
old
reroll.
Joe. How
Hello,
are
sir.
you?
Hey, good. I'm not going to stay up for long. You can probably see my comments in the chat. Hey, man, you're really making my afternoon here. I'm having a good time watching this go down. And I really believe these guys come here for a reason. Hey, they need to be here for their own purposes. They will modify their behavior if they can't get away. Like I've seen 3 perfect kicks. Allow them to demonstrate their behavior and then gone. So I'm here to express my appreciation as a fan. Thank you, sir. I'm going to drop back down in the chat where I belong.
Much love to you, old Joe. I appreciate the feedback and your support, sincerely. Yes, nice one.
That was
And
great. What a great call.
isn't it? And thank you. It's sincerely. It's overdue for me. I realize that. For those who have been patient and loyal with me, thank you sincerely. There's a lot of people, they stopped tuning in. They got sick and tired of the same old nonsense, and I get that too. But it's overdue. And what I saw there, that's just what our world needs. Especially if someone's doing something you enjoy, give them some encouragement. And kind of, you see someone doing something better, help them to know they're on the right path. We all need that in our lives. We all do.
Yeah. Can I say something about something I saw a little bit back in the chat? It was a while ago, but I just saw it. Somebody's talking about how this is such a dark world, a horrible world, and they're destroying the West, which I will never deny that. We all know what's going on. I mean, a lot of people here call themselves truthers, whatever you want to say. I just think that we all are all interested in truth, and we do not want to be deceived, like most people would not want to. But, however, we don't win by just saying, well, they've destroyed us. We're done. It's over. It's toast. That's what they want. They want us to lay down dead. And with that, I will never argue that that's untrue, because it is true. It's very easily verifiable that we're being lied to. We are being poisoned. We are being deliberately sickened because they know that most people aren't paying attention. But what Jack's doing here and what he just said about all these positive things and just the feeling of positive impact is something that is so real that like you just feel it in I remember when I was growing up and like I would watch like a TV show and like my dad would be like next to me and he would laugh at something. I wouldn't understand what the joke was, but I'd still like feel good just like hearing him laugh. You know what I mean? Even if I couldn't comprehend the joke. And when you help somebody, you do a nice thing for someone, for a stranger. I mean, maybe people don't do that very often now, but when you do it, it has a very deliberate and just honest just impact on your overall being and just the way you feel. It's never like you do something really nice for somebody and oh now I feel like garbage. It's never like that. But when these people aren't realizing is that when they go around and just talk about all this negative stuff, oh my God, the world's ending, and they say that this is just not even worth trying, or they insult each other, or they do what Snafu just did, that is the opposite of a good deed. And they're going to continue to be sick and just not right in their way of being as long as they do that. So we can accept the world is toxic and poison and bad, but we cannot just say, oh, okay, game over, or else what are we doing? What's the point? We got to stay positive. Sorry to go so long.
Jack, I know you pigeonhole me as a piece of shit, but I do a lot of good stuff. I've done a couple good things today for people, helping people get on the bus. I helped a Christian family a couple days ago with their French doors. I fixed their doors. They're fucking ecstatic. So I'm not a scumbag. I know you try to make me look like one, but come on.
What happened? You're frozen, Jack. Or am I frozen? Was it me or was it you?
Am I back?
Okay, so it was you. It wasn't me. Okay. You're back. I think you're back. You're frozen again. Okay, you're back.
Okay. Am I back? That
Yes.
is the question.
Yes.
I'm hoping I am back. Oh wow. StreamYard's back to good. I want to make sure and see what happened with Modern Men.
Am I not here?
Where is he's not on this screen. I don't
I'm so
know.
confused. You don't see me? Am I
Can
not?
you see me or hear me?
I can. I'm so confused. Yeah. Okay. So we're both here, but you can't see me. That's crazy.
Now I do. Now I
You do
see
see
you.
me.
Now I
Okay.
do.
I was so confused. I was like, how am I seeing and hearing you, but I'm not here?
That's
Did
too
somebody just
crazy,
cast a
man.
spell on your stream?
Hey, we got an interesting guest just showed up.
Who we got?
One who's not here often, but one who truly fascinates me. Mad Mystic is joining us.
I don't know if I'm familiar with them.
It's a wild card. Well, here, wait, because I don't want to do this without being aware, okay? It's Mad Mystic. Welcome back. Today is a new day. We are raising the standards, and we're the simple rules. We're not going to be attacking or offensive, and we're going to share respect with each other.
Sure
So
thing. Sure thing.
beautiful. Holy cows. Welcome to you. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm feeling blessed.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so are you feeling blessed that the lead gang stalker, T Rains, in your chat is the lead gang stalker of a lot of cyber bulliers of mine and snafus? Are you aware of that? I'm just wondering. I'm
Who?
asking questions as a journalist, yo. For real?
I I think I know who you mean, and yeah, that's an interesting character. Yes, I can't speak one way or another regarding the agendas or patterns of Tarek. So thank you for the question. It appears I was being used again.
What happened? I'm not following. I'm sorry. If it's not worth explaining, you don't have to, because that's another thing that you can do. You cannot give attention if you don't think it's worthwhile. Or you can move on.
It happened, and holy cows, this life, my brother, this life is meant to be fun. I'm confident that that is what I am becoming evidence of. And I'm not alone. There's many of us. There's many people living amazing lives here alive in these days. Each of us in our own ways. It is amazing that we get to be. We are the time that we're here to awaken the aware. Holy cows, that was a note from yesterday. If we awaken the aware, what would that mean? That would mean we get people to get past their cognitive blindness, their denial, wouldn't it?
I mean, I guess so. Sorry, I was distracted reading the overbearingly large amount of snafu comments in the back room. It's just crazy how much energy these people put to it. Like, because I remember, like, in the worst times of my life when I've had, like, I call it, like, a texting hissy fit, right? Where I've just, like, where you just literally, it's like something washes over you where you cannot stop sending text messages because you're so angry. And I'll be fair, that has happened to me in the past. It's been a few years. I mean, I'd probably say it's been at least 5 years since I've done that. It's usually in a toxic relationship, but I just know what these people are going through, and it's, like, so there's so much emotional, like, just, ugh, that they can't help
Oh,
themselves. And then they're just back there in that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think that we're these people's, ex-girlfriend, so I'm not sure if it's really validated here because I've never done that to a person on the internet ever in my life.
sure.
Sorry,
No,
sorry.
no, this is all new to me as well, dude. This is what I mean. It's fascinating. So thank you. Thank you for approaching this with the right mindset. And what I heard from you, again, your compassion. Your compassion is beautiful.
I don't
Recognizing,
know, man. I don't know if I'm as compassionate as you. Because I mean, I don't know. Because like I just feel I don't know. You go ahead and explain what you're saying.
well, your willingness to understand, seeing similar patterns in yourself and the time when you weren't thinking clearly, right? And so you see it. It's obvious. There's no denying that. And that's what I'm talking about. They know there's no denying they're wrong.
Of course.
They won't accept they're wrong.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's not even on the radar, and that's. I guess it's an interesting thing to say because I don't really ever think of myself as a compassionate person. If I had to put it into words, I'd say I'm always looking for like the true reason that things are happening and like and that's the same reason a lot of people like to find hidden truths or all of that stuff. But for me, it's like, even if it is in something I've done in the past, I'll try to recognize it, but I usually won't put up with it. So that's why I guess I don't usually want to say I'm a compassionate person, because I'm not sure if that'd be the right word. But what I will say is I'm humble enough to not ever say that I am right about anything, because I could be wrong. But
That humility is a beautiful strength. It really is. And it's the only way that we should be. We should be humble. We're not, I guess there's a time for pride and arrogance, but it seems illogical to me anymore, because the prideful and the arrogant, they push people away. And the way one is truly strong or good is with others, when we've got the support of others. And earlier today, I had some amazing reminders, right? Our world, our modern day society, we got to accept it's not good enough. And on any problem, I put the responsibility on the leadership, right? So, men, we failed. Men in this world, we have failed to create a safe space, safe environment for the women and children around us to naturally shine with their strengths, their creativity, their brilliance. It's time for us to embrace the unity of wholeness, right? We've got a human species that's just broken and beat up because the world has become a battleground. And it doesn't have to be that way anymore. That's what's crazy, man.
no, I mean, obviously there's things in life that are hard to change, and there's things in life that are easy to change. Usually the ones that are easy to change are the ones that involve only yourself, and then trying to change others, that's where it gets a little bit hard. But it's just it is a fascinating space too. I was talking to my mom about this earlier when I brought up, like, I was like, hey, I was going to start doing some work with this guy, and I was kind of explaining to her the trip coming up in September, and she was asking me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like an open call-in show, and it is, and his message is live without fear, and then she was like, okay, how often does he do it? And I was like, every day, and she was like, what? People tune in every day? And I was like, yeah, dude, people tune in every day, and I was like, and it's crazy, people tune in with nothing but negative things to say every day, and she's like, oh. Yeah, so it sounds like some losers. And I'm like, yeah, of course they are. And you know what I mean? This is what an old lady who's just like not on the internet. That's her perspective, because obviously it's what it is. I mean, people who are busy living their lives have like no idea that there's anyone out there like doing this. I didn't know until I think, I guess sometimes in Jaren's streams I started to realize it, because there's some of it going on there, but I had no idea people were out there doing this. I had no clue.
No. I stumbled into this, and right, wrong, or indifferent, I don't know what else I could have been doing other than the way I've been living. But development, right? Being a man amongst men who's willing to stand up, say, and do the right thing. This truly. Men need to demonstrate nonviolence and compassion towards each other. God, this world would be unrecognizable if that simple act started to be rewarded and encouraged more and more. Men demonstrating nonviolence and compassion, especially towards the youth, right? Mentoring the young. We got such an opportunity for a better world. And it's all coming together. Now, right when you stepped away, I was just wondering along those lines about compassionate leadership. I truly believe all we've got to do is lead our guest into accepting and understanding the value of what could be found, right? By listening, by becoming present with us, right?
Yeah.
We've got Snafu in the back again.
Hold on, I want to say one thing about Snafu, okay?
Please.
So this is becoming a point where this is for me a pivotal segment of this broadcast because it sucks though, because I wanted to say something else about Man in the Violence. So remind me to say this afterwards because it was important. It was about what you were just saying. But with Snafu, he is in the private chat. I'm not sure if you're actually reading that, but he is threatening to it's what he's either saying that he's going to do a deep dive on my records, and that's fine. I don't care. I can't stop you from doing that. There's public information out there, but I'm also seeing that maybe he might also be trying to say that he's trying to dox me, because he said something about he's going to show me and my family records. So if that's the case, I'd say that you do not let him back in because then it becomes deeply personal to me and my safety. And if you let him back in, I just think that's not okay. So that's what I'll say with him. And he probably will say something like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you mod godded me" or something. But for this, in this circumstance, if you can see those messages, I say that this is one of the case where it is 100% not okay for this person to come back in because they are making something very personal on the line. So that's my thoughts.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you for offering me that perspective. He's been kicked from the back. He's no longer coming up today
Thank you.
because he crossed the line. You know, had he actually shown some effort to be respectful, that would be one thing. But he's playing his games. Admittedly, I believe there's no reason of concern whatsoever, right? Because the man is a fool. But even fools, right? Well, fools are the result of foolish upbringing. That's the only thing I can come up with, right? It makes sense. And I can't blame someone for what they don't know, but it is time to stop enabling. And I have been enabling. I've been enabling piss poor behavior directed at me. And there's no reason for that, right? Far too many people respect me and admire me, care about me. They don't want to see me putting up with that nonsense. And you don't deserve this, even empty threats or not,
Yeah.
right?
So, yep.
So
It's one
when
thing, but with
Snafu,
when it comes to you seeing my daughter, you just show me the light you see in that, and whether you're talking about parents and men committing violence, and it's all a cycle. And just so I don't forget, what you're just saying about the men we need to stop. But so you also we have to understand like that with human biology and everything. There's this aggression because we had to have it at one point where we had to have the aggression in order to push us to do certain things. But I'd say for you people who are doing it online and that's where you're trying to make it happen, or you're doing it with physical violence and acting in war, go play a sport. Go do something like physical. I mean, just if like whenever my daughter's upset and sometimes she's just starting to like hit us and we have to be like, no, hit the pillow. You know what I mean? It's just like redirection. Like because if there's aggression in you, I mean, a lot of the times my nephew, he's always just like getting aggressive and it's because he doesn't go outside. You know what I mean? And there's easy ways to take care of this and this can save a lot of people. So I'd say that this is all relative and it's all related and just get out there, people who are feeling violent. Just don't do it. Just find another way. Sorry, go ahead.
no, amen. Brother, this is what this channel is intended for. The idea behind the Live Without Fear and these conversations, it really is intended to have some impact in life, and life is health. Health includes, the mind, the spirit, the body. It's up to each of us, right? We've got to respect and really choose what do we want more of in this world. And whatever you want more of, become that. Become that which brings more to the world. It's a choice. It's a mindset. It's something I've been practicing for myself. What do I consciously want to bring into the world in this day? What do I want to experience me doing, right? I'm telling you, the more I've been working at simplifying my life, surrendering myself to the power of living, just not worrying about, I don't have to control anyone, anything. I just got to manage me. And I'm a full-time job, dude. Managing me. Matter of fact, I could use a team. We're putting a team together to help manage Jack a little better. It's coming together. Everything I
It's
wanted,
funny.
man.
It's funny you say that. I used to have this boss I worked for. He was like a super nice guy. I've had a few of these bosses, but they're super nice and then they blow up and it's like super scary. And I remember one time he said something. It was like, because we were talking about him because he was in the other room and we're like, dude, what's this guy's problem? And then he said like, okay, you guys talking to me again? You think it's hard working with me? It's hard to be me.
God bless him. I can imagine. That sounds like me, man. Totally sounds like me. I have a history of blowing up, carrying crap around, and had to do with what I was kind of leaning at with I think it was Snafu, someone holding ourselves to high standards. We can drive ourselves nuts based on expectations we imagined or we found from somewhere else. Nobody is perfect, but we also don't have to enable and continue growing these problems. And people have been enabled with some pretty poor behavior. That's what this online experience has been showing me. I've been loving watching your fascination. You're just genuine. You're fat, you're curious, you're paying attention.
Thank you.
It's
I appreciate
amazing.
that. I think there's one thing like the other day my wife came home and she was telling me, hey, I was talking to this lady at my work and she told me that I'm one of the most calm people that she's ever met. And she said, and that made me feel really good about myself. That's like one of the nicest compliments that I could ever hear. And I was like, that's interesting. And then I thought about what are some things that I feel like are the most important to portray in the world. And I think being genuine is one of those things. So thank you for saying that.
Beautiful. See, and that's another example how we can really influence and brighten each other's day just by encouraging what we appreciate. The thing is the ignorant, the people who don't appreciate themselves, right? That's what this is about. Every one of us is ignorant of some things. We're things that we don't know the best way. We're a little bit blind to whatever. We're all ignorant in some ways. But if we can't share with respect with others who are different than us, we're not going to share respect for ourselves. And that's the only way to have mercy, to have compassion. It's to truly share joy. I mean, that's what it comes down to is love, man. Love is the answer. Love is what we want to grow. Love brings that potential, that divine energy of potential. That's the spark that's within everyone. And I see the potential within Snafu and Tommy and many of these other returning characters, JG. I see the divine spark. I see the potential within them, but they've not seen beyond their opinions, right? And you can't force anyone to look at anything.
So I just want to say there's still okay, give me a little bit of understanding on these. I know I've done StreamYard streams, but how does it work when you kick someone? Is it just they can come back? Because I see he's still in the back and he's telling me that pulling public records, including families, is not doxing. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I will educate this kid on just a bunch of nonsense. So like, is he not allowed to just be like removed completely from this chat, or I don't understand it.
He could be.
I'm
I
sorry,
made this.
I'm not trying to, I really
No,
promise you, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just like looking
no.
back there and I'm like, how is that not doxing? It makes no sense to me.
He's an ignorant fool. He doesn't pay attention to what he says. And I encourage you not to give it much attention
Yeah.
either.
As soon
Now,
as this is over, I won't think about it, I promise you.
no, and to the question of there's another option in StreamYard to ban them. It's today. His he's not getting another chance today. He's not returning, and that's why I didn't block him, or yeah, I didn't ban him. I just kicked him. But yeah, he doesn't need to be here, nor does JG. Honestly,
I
they're
still don't really
so
know about JG. I don't know. I'm less up to date with that one.
It's another interesting character, but let's not worry too much about it. I'm actually feeling pretty good about today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, dude, it's been great, and I know it's like you have your concepts, and we've been sticking to it. I think it's been kind of returning to it almost in a genuine like fashion, where the conversation leads itself back into the topic, which is great. That's the best way for it to happen, where it's not like, okay, we got to forcefully go back to the topic. I think this is great. Like, I've done some streams by myself, but it really feels unnatural to me. I think this goes back to astrology, and I love astrology and stuff. And I think the one-to-one dynamic with that seventh house is where I shine. And so I think it's been good, and I'm always here to listen, and I try to keep up for cues when it's time to listen and when it's time to jump in. So hopefully it's been good. It's good to see you too, NPC. You should be the one person who doesn't get kicked today. So
Here's what
done.
Here is what is hilarious, my friend. I was ready to wrap up. NPC the game. Blessings to see you as well. The same time our friend Illumitami showed up in the back.
Oh, look at that world. How does this world work?
You couldn't script it. It's just too divine and perfect. So I'm leaning towards we've got to give a chance to our friend Illumitami. Now, I'm not sure where he may have tuned in, but just a reminder today, it's one warning, one strike, basically gone. The tolerance is very little.
Yeah, and what
Yeah.
I'm curious with, if you're listening, Tommy, from my like just the history that I've seen when he comes in, he jumps in and immediately just kind of goes like into a very high speed talking about some random thing that I usually don't understand, and maybe I'm just not in the loop enough, but just try to come in and be very conscious of like what your message is, so that us laymen who aren't, balls deep in the panelverse can understand what you're saying. I think that's
I
my only
love that.
suggestion.
Thank you. That's a wonderful, wonderful invitation. And let's welcome our friend Illumitami.
Sober state, you're garbage.
What?
I think he's sober state. Like if flow state had always been straight edge. Hold up.
Okay, that's not bad. I'll take it.
Just while the sirens are passing, I'm gonna kick the mic. Holy cows, man! Holy cows! He's at the crime scene. No, I don't know where he was going. Tommy, I muted you. Are you there, brother?
I said, modern man looks like flow state if he had always been straight edge.
He's not, bad looking. I'll take it.
There you go, man.
Both.
Holy cows!
So
Please,
every time I hear you talking about like this disheveled life that I need help with, I always want to come up and get the elaboration on that.
Well, I think everyone's life can get better, to be honest, because there's a lot of poverty and a lot of suffering in this world. There's one of the things I said earlier, us men, we failed. We failed to create a safe place for the women and children around us. And that's why we've got a lot of bruised and broken men and women and children.
Jack, I'm not, impoverished or suffering, and any women and children that are near me are safe for that time, for the most part.
But with the energy you carry, you come across as strong and powerful, but it can be intimidating. And then especially when you start yelling, even online, dude, it's not healthy for you or others.
And why do you think I only get that way with you and not most people?
Because I'm a little different than most people. I don't enable bullshit.
No, just because you're mod god. And you do enable bullshit.
Tom, you're right. I do. And I'm joking. I was making a joke, and that was the wrong time. We were doing so well. Um,
You should see a real mod god, which is somebody who doesn't allow a single person to come onto their show, which is most people that
That's
exist
fine.
on the internet.
That's fine. To not let people on is fine. It's once you let someone on that you can become mod god.
well,
Maybe, but you have to realize that like this is all about maintaining something that is a goal. It's an envisioned idea, right? When Jack starts, he has a concept and he wants to see it through to the end. But if he's not going to mod God, then it's going to be taken away and turned into whatever you want it to be. So it's
The
you trying to impose
reason
your will.
mod gods is not because of snafu-ness or any craziness. He just doesn't want to hear them finish the thought.
I would argue that's maybe even just the same exact thing. If I wouldn't want to hear you finish the thought if I knew where it was going because it was going off the rails. It's all related.
I'm not up here to talk to you, green dude. I get that you don't get it.
Green
well,
dude? Is that what you said?
please, Tom, I friggin' love you. And this comment, it's clear. You do feel strongly about
I'm not reading the comments. I don't read the comments like
I
you
know.
say you don't.
I know, but I'm reading it to you. You got some noise coming through.
I,
What it says is, Tommy, Jack says good things about you, genuinely. And I do. And we're not as far off in our values and our lifestyles as you think. Okay? So I want to come back to something you said. I unmuted you. Okay? But
you've had me muted all this time. Fucking mod god.
there was noise and I was talking. So holy cows, thank you. Thank you for another demonstration of compassionate communication.
I think that wasn't as bad as it could have been. So I'll give some credit where it's due.
Yep. And credit to Tommy. He did much. He's capable of so much. He really is.
Yeah,
He's
there
a
was at
good
least a consciousness of effort there that I have not
yes,
seen
there
in the
was.
snafu or the others.
Thank you. Yep, I saw it too. It's not easy for him. He doesn't like my assumption is people feel like I want to control them. And I do. I want their behavior to be modified because their past behaviors are not acceptable. I mean, how else do you communicate that? So, but nobody's going to change something they don't think is unacceptable. And it's normal. Tommy brought something up that could be true. I probably am just one of the rare ones who triggers him. Tommy actually seems to get along with a lot of people, but they don't necessarily get along with him. It's such a paradox. You know what? I think I am. My cameras, my internet, my technology, things are what they are. I think maybe
Retrograde. It's still retrograde, so that's my excuse.
I think we should start wrapping up. That's what I was thinking. And snafu, no, you're not coming up.
Yeah,
No
dude.
matter
Like
the name.
really not cool, man. It's from a human to a human, which is how you should meet all people. Incredibly unrealistic, unkind, just unwell. Like I would never do that to my worst enemy is the thing. Just like it just makes no sense. You know what I mean? I'm sure if you do have a family, it's none of my business who they are. It's just not. And to think it's so crazy to call that doxing is just a serious like just think. And I suggest this for all people. Just whenever you're doing something that if there's other people saying that maybe they don't like it or it's like questionable, always stop and think: is what I'm doing something I would want someone else to do to me, or why am I doing what I'm doing? And if you can't just do that and just have a genuine dialogue with yourself, then you should take a break from the internet.
It's absolute truth. It is. Hey, I'm going to do some final words and start wrapping up. You got anything
Thank
before
you.
you
No,
go?
I'm good. Thank you for letting me be lost again in this modern man.
I friggin' love it. I truly appreciate you. And doggone it, yeah, there's something going on with the format in StreamYard today. I don't like the background like that, but it is what it is. Brothers and sisters, all who joined, sincerely, and to Landry, Modern Men, lost again. Please, brothers and sisters, this was a wonderful stream. The intention was to raise the standards of what I am doing, what I am bringing, what I am sharing, because truly, I want to grow more respect in this world. I want to respect what we can grow. I want to find the potential and grow the potential, but we spend a lot of time with the ignorant. And the ignorant fills us with doubts. And every bit of us, every one of us, we've got this doubter and the ignorant part of us that just doesn't know. It gets all worried and afraid, and then it gets angry and guilty and shameful. And it's just all a bunch of emotional nonsense. You drive each other, people drive each other crazy. Just breathe. Breathe with me. Be with me here in the present moment of today where the time is perfect, right? All of the past, it just floated away and it became one with this perfect realization of today. And you realize in today, everything is possible because you are the miracle that is, right? You are that which is shining. Oh, I forgot some of the notes. I was going to talk about names. I'll talk about names tomorrow. But I think I covered all the notes today, and I'm going to wrap this up. And I do enjoy this new idea, the new format, raising the standards of what we entertain here in our time together. I'll go think offline. Brothers and sisters, thank you again. If I missed anything from the chat, please forgive me, but know that I love and I receive your love and I share your love. And we'll see what the future brings. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. God bless us all. Peace. And thank you again, all the guests, past, present, and future.